So thank you all for coming to Cock Talk.
He has trouble counting change with the hands thing. Wait, stop. Sorry.
Yes, but I don't think that Dana Carvey's movie coming out at that same time was really that big a problem for our country. I still don't know why you're making such a big deal about September 11th, 2001. I mean,
fucking hate you. Well, they don't necessarily need to be anathema, but they are definitely on different ends of a spectrum.
Oh boy, howdy. See, I have a genetic predisposition against redheads, so...
Because you are one.
Right.
Yeah, combustion. Yeah, we've heard it before.
Yep. The only time I change the setting is when I take the hair trimmer down to the nether regions. Like, that's the only time. Other than that, it's all just a tube.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just learned how about you all?
I'm joking. I use Veet. After the four Gospels, what's the next book of the Bible?
Acts.
Okay. And after that, it's Romans, isn't it?
I'm drunk. Romans. Okay,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And if you look at the 15th chapter of Romans, okay, you will find that it actually mentions the ability to arm yourself. That's why it's AR-15. Thank you. Checkmate, atheists. And anytime there's action in the ring, Scott Hall is taking all the bumps because Kevin Nash kind of sucks as a worker. And this is a Geek History of Time,
where we connect nerdery to the real world. My name is Ed Blaylock. I am a world history teacher with one section of orphan remedial reading here in Northern California, all of which I am currently doing through the magic of the internet to students literally 2 counties away from where I physically am on any given day. Which basically means effectively I'm spending an awful lot of time talking to myself because anybody who's been doing distance learning, for those of you who aren't teachers in our audience, anybody who's been doing distance learning for the last year will very clearly very immediately relate to this. If you're teaching elementary school kids, your problem is they all want to be talking at the same time. If you're teaching secondary kids, none of them want to say a word. And since I'm teaching 7th and 8th graders in the one section, basically I'm staring at a whole bunch of little circles with initials or some other kind of image in the center of them. And the lengths I have to go to get any kind of reaction out of some of my classes is kind of dispiriting. I have literally just stared at my own screen saying, Bueller, like so many times it's not even, and of course they don't get it. Like, so yeah, that's what I've been up to lately. Who are you?
I'm Damian Harmony. I'm a Latin teacher up here in Northern California, teaching at least one county over, doing the distance thing as well. Don't have nearly as soul-deadening a day as you do because most of my kids know me already because I am the entire program. I'm the only public school program within 89 miles. So I am it. I'm the only one in my school district who knows what I'm doing. What I'm specifically doing. But yeah, so, and I still get that, on occasion, but so, it's how it goes and that's unfortunate, but here we are.
I really need to figure out how to get myself into a natural monopoly like you got going on. Like on a certain level, I'm like, that's really not great because I can, intuitively figure out there's got to be a lot of downsides to that.
Yes.
On the other hand, so much of what you're doing sounds like a racket that I'm like,
yes.
How?
Yes.
How? What is the ground level shuffle work that I got to do?
Yeah.
To get to that point.
Yeah, it is. I mean, in many ways, it cuts both ways because on the one hand, I've had principals come out of an evaluation of me and go, "I think you did well." I'm like, I was fantastic. I'm sorry you didn't notice. And then, and I've even had students tell me, they're like, hey, I just realized if no one else knows this language but you, how do we know you're doing right by us? And I said, you don't. You're counting on my conscience because all I have to do is stay consistent and stay ahead of you by a chapter and you'll think I'm right. and no one knows beyond me, I could have been making this whole thing up. And that was groundbreaking for them. But on the other hand, I am a very specialized plumber on one very specialized toilet in the back room of a building that only ever gets used once in a great, great while. If they ever decide to remodel, you
go down the tubes.
Yeah, as it were. Yeah. You bend over and take it. Yeah. So. Hey, so last time we spoke, let's see, the world was different. In
a lot of ways.
Yeah, we finally evicted a fascist after one final spasm.
Hey, Zana, ho, Zana, 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 hey.
And
sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. Yeah, we finally evicted him after one final spasm of an attempted insurrection. And now we're going to pretend like this was all that we needed for the next 4 years and ignore most people's needs. So that's fun. But on the upside, we have the nuclear codes in the hands of an adult again.
Yeah.
Like the existential threat is not as readily immediate. It is still there. So... But it is a good time. It is a time for celebration. It is a time to say yay, I think.
It is indeed a time to say yay. And of course, there might be 5 or 6 people total in our audience who know the in-joke going on there. Yeah. It's also a time for smoking cigars and chuckling, which is another inside joke. But yeah. Yeah, it is a time for those of us on the side of representative government to take a moment to, take
be
a
happy
breath.
for a minute. Yes.
Be happy for a minute.
Crack open a Diet Coke that you'll have to get yourself. And
because the button's been taken off of
the
Resolute
so if
task.
you had a button on your desk and you could hit it and summon whatever like consumable item you would want, what would it be?
Okay, are we talking about my desk like at work, or are we talking about a desk at
say
home?
That you let's say okay, that's a good point. Your desk at work.
Working as a teacher. Okay, so
your
my desk at work.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd probably be, and I don't know whether this is gonna cement our friendship forever or make us mortal enemies, but it would probably be an ice cold bottle of Pepsi.
See, I don't really care for soda either way, so I have no preference.
Okay.
Yeah. So nice little bottle of Pepsi.
But if it was gonna be, I hit the button and the thing shows up.
Okay.
That would probably be it. Not because that's like transcendent, but that would just be a very nice thing to have, convenient and yeah.
Okay.
Now, if it were at home, it would be a bottle of Chimay.
I don't know what that is.
Belgian beer.
Okay, fair. All right.
Belgian beer. People who know will know.
Sure.
But yeah. So, yeah. How about you?
I think I would have. Man, let's see. A button. I know I would be pushing that button a lot. Is the problem? Probably 3 Reese's peanut butter cups, but the little ones. 3 little ones.
Okay.
Because that way I could hit the button a bunch of times, and I'm getting my fix. But I'm not getting tapped sized, So
yeah, no, I understand. That makes sense. Sense.
So I would say probably that at work. At home, I might run the experiment of just doing water, and just seeing if I end up getting my water in a lot better, because I've been terrible about drinking water lately, which is stupid because I love water. So
that's fair.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
So we also did the palate cleanser of, speaking of water, of watching, or not watching, but discussing cartoons we wish got better shots.
Yes.
And then it occurred to me that we have not done a team to hunt down our historical badasses
This
yet.
is true.
And I figured this would be a good time to use fictional badasses to hunt down historical badasses. So what you and I have done is we have statted out 9, count them 9, and we're going to ask producer George, for his input on this, just like we did last time. He will pick a team of 6 to hunt down our team of historical badasses. The rules were pretty clear. No Harry Potter, no comic books, and no Star Wars.
Yes.
They had to be fictional characters from other things. So no, like
other properties, other series, other genre.
Yeah. So, so I ended up doing 5. I believe you did 4. So I think if we just go rat-a-tat, and see how far we get. We'll probably get halfway through in this episode. Who knows? Maybe we'll plow through an entire episode. Although we haven't gotten to talk in a while, so I doubt it.
Yeah. Probably not.
So I'm going to start off with, and unfortunately we're not across from each other where we could evaluate each other's stuff. I really missed that part of it. If I was smart, I would have dropped them off at your house today or something.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. But you know, needs be. So my first character is a wizard. Is a magic user from Sword in the Stone.
Okay. Would
you like to guess who?
Well, all right. So you're talking about the Disney film,
yes.
Sword in the Stone.
Yes.
Based on the novel by T.H. White.
I didn't know that, but yes.
From the Once and Future King.
Oh,
cycle.
Yeah.
Okay. So Merlin would be too obvious. It'd be like a cop-out. And technically speaking, one could argue Merlin kind of appears as a background character in Harry Potter. So Order of Merlin, etc.
Yeah.
So you probably didn't do Merlin. And of course the other big wizard character that everybody knows about in, the actual romances of Arthur is Morgan Le Fay, but of course she doesn't appear in The Sword in the Stone by Disney.
Not by name, no.
Yeah, because the incest and actual villainy of hers was a little bit too much for Disney Studios at that time. So I'm gonna say, what was her name? Madam Mim?
Yes, Mad Madam Mim.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Mad Madam Mim is a 20th level druid of the swamp.
Ooh. I already like the way you went with that.
Yeah. She's a variant human, because I needed the extra feat. And the first feat she took was Warcaster, because it gives her advantage on con saves. That way, if she does get hit, she can keep her concentration up for her spells.
Okay.
She now, as a druid of the swamp, she's not a moon druid. So the downside is she doesn't get to do like super ultra combat-y creatures. She can, only get to a CR of 1.
Yeah, she doesn't wind up getting to do the, I'm a spellcaster, but I get to shapeshift into, a fucking polar bear.
Yeah. Even though she totally did that.
And tank, in the film, yeah. But based on game rules.
Yep.
The thing about druids is it's like, I want to try playing a caster, but usually I just roll fighters do druid.
Yeah. Yeah.
like moon circle, druid, go. Just trust me on this. You will not regret it.
We need the extra hit points in the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we need.
So
we need somebody who can, kind of do controller stuff with terrain and, turn into a bear and wreck face.
Right.
So here you go.
You're there literally to get punched. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, she took land. Well, she gets land's stride, which means difficult terrain doesn't cost her extra. And she took prodigy as her second feat. And prodigy gives you expertise, I believe. It's from Xanthar's.
Yeah.
Gives you expertise in a skill, and she took that, and I think it might give you another skill. I forget. I didn't quite write it down because I just did the math right there. But she has the skill of Arcana, and I amped that up with expertise, so she has an Arcana of plus 13.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah, right. Yeah. So very then let's see what else. She also took the feat of Metamagic Adept, and I think I grabbed that from Tasha's.
Okay.
And that gave her 2 sorcery points, and it gave her the ability to do Subtle Spell and Quicken Spell.
Nice.
Because she does that, yeah.
So Subtle Spell is you don't need to use verbal components.
Or somatic components.
Or is that silent spell? Somatic. Okay.
Yeah.
So Subtle Spell, you can just say, oh, hey, look, white horse, and something happens. Okay, and then so a subtle spell
Hmm.
and quick spell.
Yeah, quicken spell means that instead of an action, it's a bonus. So she can,
Fuck
yeah,
me.
because
Really?
if you look at that duel, well, certain spells, but yeah,
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and she's only got 2 sorcery points, and it's per long rest, so she can only do it when it matters to her. But
Yeah. Yeah,
during
yeah.
that duel,
But
man, she went
still.
from like a rhino to a snake, like boom.
Oh, yeah.
Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah, Nature's Ward. She cannot be charmed or frightened by elementals or fae. She cannot be
Okay.
poisoned or diseased. Which I
Okay.
recognize though that Merlin did give her an illness, and that's what defeated her.
Yeah.
So that was the only
With
problem I had.
yeah. I
Yeah.
but I think all of those make sense based
Mm-hmm.
on the build you're going for
Yeah.
thematically. Because I mean, when we're doing a project like this, for anybody in the audience who wants to be like, well, no, that can't apply because
Right.
in the sign of four, Dr. Watson does this, that, and the other thing. Not to spoil who one of mine is
Gonna
going
say
to
you
be or
just tipped your
anything,
hat. Yeah.
but yeah, but we're trying to convert this into the vagaries of a D20 kind of system,
Mm-hmm.
and this is partly let's analyze what this character would look like, and it's also partly let's see how much we can fiddle with this to turn these people into monsters.
Yeah. Viable. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
viable D&D characters.
So
So yeah, so no, I totally I
yeah.
buy it.
So she also took Resilient, which gives you an extra saving throw. Well, it
I
gives you,
I I
yeah.
I used the shit out of that on a couple of
Oh
characters.
yeah, yeah. So she now has
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw as well, which is why when Merlin gave her a disease, she was going to be fine in a couple days.
Yeah.
She's got Nature's Sanctuary as a druid ability. When attacked by beast or plant, they have to make a Wisdom save or have to pick another target. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Like it.
she took Durable at the end to give
Oh
her a
yeah.
little bonus there, and then Timeless Body, of course, because she's old as shit. And she took it at the end of going up to the 20th level or so, or
Okay.
getting toward
Yeah.
there. And then Beast spells. You can cast spells while you're in beast shape. Mage Slayer is another feat that she took because she does the wizard duel, and
Yeah.
Merlin beats her, but I got a feeling she's beaten plenty of others.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely get the feeling
Yeah.
that yeah.
And then she gets to 20th because she gets Archdruid, which gives her as many beast shapes as she wants.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
as many times as she wants, rather. So
Yeah.
her stats are unremarkable. Her Constitution is her highest. It's an 18. Her Wisdom is a 16.
Okay.
She does seem kind of like the sorcerer of druids. Like, I'm going to keep just
Yeah.
hitting this thing over and over.
I have one button. I'm just gonna keep hitting the button
Yeah.
over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gave her...
or the orc army of spellcasters.
Yeah.
For those in the audience who play 40K, it's like, yeah, just I got one trick. I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
I gave her, as far as cantrips went, I went with all the ones that had to do with destruction or entrapping people. So Create Bonfire, Primal Savagery, Thorn Whip, Poison Spray. And of course she got Druidcraft because she's a druid.
Yeah.
And same thing, really from 1st through 9th level, it was what kind of area of effect damages can I do? Because when she rages,
Yeah.
she hits big areas. Or what kind of maelstroms can I call in? What kind of controlling can I do to you? So snaring, earth tremor,
Mm-hmm.
charm person I gave her because she does that little sexy dance.
Yeah.
Beast sense, earth bind, feign
Okay.
death,
Ooh. All right.
sleet storm, erupting earth, stinking cloud, dominate beast. I'm just kind of skimming the surface on these.
Yeah.
Anti-life shell, reincarnate. She might have
Ooh.
lost a few times, so
She may have.
yeah. And then transmute rock, insect plague, of course. Wall
Ooh,
of
yeah.
thorns seems right in her bailiwick.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Bones of the earth I took, which basically
Ooh.
giant bones come out of the earth and can crush the hell out of you.
Oh my God.
Regenerate.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Regenerate.
For her
Good
8th
one.
level spell, I gave her antipathy/sympathy because that seems like something she
Okay.
does. And then
Yeah.
her 9th level, Storm of Vengeance, because of course she would.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So yeah, submitted for your approval.
I
Mad
like it.
Madam Mim. Yeah,
Mad Madam Mim. I like that.
yeah,
That works. That
she was
works. That's
fun.
pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't give her any equipment because she doesn't really use any. Her armor class is surprisingly low, but
Okay.
she doesn't give a fuck. Like, her con is
Well,
insanely high. Her hit points are 168.
sweet Jesus.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that high con, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Who do you got?
Okay. Well, I already gave it away, but when
Uh-huh.
we were talking about who we were doing, the one that piqued your interest the most of the ones I mentioned was Dr. John Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the thing is, I am one of those Sherlock Holmes fans who is really angry at MGM this many years later over what they did to Dr. Watson in the black and white Rathbone movies.
Okay.
And the thing is, so in those movies, Dr. Watson is a portly, late middle-aged, bowler hat wearing, figure who winds up, stepping in paint cans and tripping over stage. The comic, he gets reduced to kind of being the comic relief.
So he's your Figlia.
Yeah. And the thing is, he gets put in that position because when you're writing a screenplay,
Mm-hmm.
a character like Watson is kind of hard to figure out what to do with.
True.
Or can be. It can be hard to figure out what to do with him because he's the narrator. And the reason Conan Doyle put him there was to give somebody to be the normal human to witness Holmes's
brilliance
and for Holmes to rubber duck at,
Sure. So, I mean, he's the Robin.
Well, yeah, he
serving the same function as a Robin. Yeah.
He's in many ways serving the same function as Robin. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. A lot of the tropes involved are very different, but yeah, he is narratively the Robin.
Okay.
And the thing is, though, if you get a little bit more creative with the way you want to treat him, and you look a little bit closer at the text of the actual stories, Holmes is kind of a badass. In the very first story, of course, we learned that he's returned to London after having retired essentially from the British Army as an officer in a regiment in Afghanistan, where he was a military doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that the now I want to say recent, but now well over a decade old BBC series did with him, with Martin Freeman playing the role in one of the best portrayals of him I think I've seen, is he is a combat veteran, and it's made very clear in the BBC series with Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch. It's made pretty clear. It's never outwardly stated, but all of the subtext is there that he's suffering from PTSD.
Wow. And to have Martin Freeman playing, I mean, you've got a lot of sympathy. Like, the way that he played Red in Shawshank Redemption, or the character that he played in Clean and Sober, like, there is a lot of, like, stern sympathy there. So it's kind of cool they went with a person of color for Dr. Watson as well. I think that's pretty rad.
Yeah. No. Okay. The rest of you can't see Damian's face, but I'm getting the full color version of the trollololololol meme from the other side of our internet connection. No, you know full well who I'm talking about. Yeah, and shame on you, Martin, not Morgan.
Oh, okay.
So,
Martin Lawrence played Dr. Watson, huh? Ed is pouring.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I drink while we record. So anyway.
Yes.
He is very clearly a veteran dealing with what he saw in Afghanistan. And it's an interesting historical note that when Conan Doyle wrote the stories, the British Army was in Afghanistan as part of the occupation of the Indian subcontinent. And then when they made the most recent BBC adaptation of the stories for the 2000s, the British Army was again in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Whoops.
Little bit of, hey, didn't we learn some about this the first time?
Yeah, it wasn't our idea this time. We just followed the
hold
Yanks.
on. Why the fuck? Yeah. So, but in the stories, in the novels and short stories, he talks about what great physical shape he was in, that other than the wound that he was recovering from, he hadn't been in better shape ever in his life. He was still brown as a nut, and just this picture of health. And in the stories, it winds up being woven into the background because he's the narrator, but Holmes does all the mental heavy lifting, and Watson is the one who runs off and carries a revolver in his pocket and chases the bad guys down, trips people up, does all of this kind of stuff. And so he's kind of, he really is a Robin in that he is, a combatant, in the stories.
Okay.
And so, the Robert Downey Jr., Jude Law, couple of movies, did, I think, a really great job. Jude Law also played a really great, very different, of course, because it was still a period piece, but a really great portrayal of Watson, in which one of the things that comes up is he has a gambling addiction as kind of his character's major weakness.
Okay.
And so the way I put the character together was he's a doctor.
Okay.
And so his primary class is cleric. But one of the beautiful things about 5th edition is you can play a cleric and still be an action hero.
Yes.
So he's a cleric 12, fighter 6, soldier background.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, military man.
Right.
And thanks to having those 6 levels in fighter, his primary weapon is a rapier, because he's also a gentleman.
Ah, okay.
Which is an important part of both characters' positions in society in the original novels, because the original novels were written in the Edwardian era, when that was even more of a big deal than it is now. It was a more overtly codified thing than it is now. And so he's a cleric with the war domain.
Nice.
And for feats, first off, he's a human variant. For feats, I took athlete, healer, because there are several times in the stories where he performs first aid. Resilient, I took twice to give him an additional saving throw in dexterity and one in charisma. And then defensive duelist.
Oh, nice.
As his one of his feats, which allows him to basically use a reaction to parry and add, I want to say it's 10 to his armor class against an attack when he's about to be hit. And then because of the times that he is the one who chases people down in the stories, he gets the charger feat, which means he can do the dash action and then attack at the end of it as a bonus.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, as a priest of the war domain, anytime he uses the attack action, he gets to make an additional attack in that round. And he can do that 4 times between each long rest. He has Divine Strike, which allows him to do a bonus, an additional D8 of damage once a turn on a weapon attack. And there's no limit to the number of times he can do that, just one time per turn.
Nice.
And then his Channel Divinity, He has Turn Undead
Mm-hmm.
with a save DC of 18 for the undead defending.
Okay.
Because his wisdom is 18.
Right.
Because
Right.
he's not the smart one, but he is often the one with the more level head.
Okay.
So that was fitting. He gets Guided Strike. He can use Channel Divinity for Guided Strike, giving him a +10 to hit on an attack. He does that as a bonus action. He has War God's Blessing, which allows him to give that +10 to hit to an ally.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also is of high enough level as a cleric that he can destroy undead of 2 hit dice or less with his turn ability.
Nice.
And then as a fighter, I took the dueling fighting style, which gives him +2 to damage with a single-handed weapon.
I.e. the rapier. Yeah.
When he has no shield.
Mm-hmm.
He has Second Wind for 1d10 +6 hit points to regain.
Right.
Action Surge, of course, gives him an extra action
Mm-hmm.
a couple of times between each long rest.
Yeah.
And then his archetype, I took Battle Master because when he does stuff in the stories and in the movies, he's not swinging for the fences. He's tripping people up, knocking guns out of people's hands, doing that kind of stuff. And so he has 4 superiority dice, which are d8s. And he's able to do disarming attack.
Okay.
Which allows him to add the d8 when he uses one of his dice, and he can add that d8 to his damage and knock a weapon out of his enemy's hand.
Mm-hmm.
He can do goading attack, which does an additional d8 damage and focuses the enemy on him. So Holmes can run off and do something else.
Sure.
Brilliant.
So he is the Robin of the group. Yeah.
Yeah, and then trip attack.
Again, per what you talked about, yeah.
And look, you're prone.
Mm-hmm. There goes half your movement to get up. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And if he gets knocked down, of course, he has the athlete feat, which means it only costs him 5 feet to get back up.
Right. So he can Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. And then, of course, as a cleric, spells.
Of course you like it, because you take a whiskey drink. You take a cider drink.
You take a lager drink. Yeah. So spells, I'll just hit the highlights here. Obviously, Cure Wounds as a first level spell, which he can cast at up to 6th level. Mm-hmm. As bonus spells, the ones that I think are most entertaining, as a war cleric, he gets a bunch of paladin spells as his bonus spells. So Shield of Faith, magic weapon.
Compelled Duel?
No, he doesn't get that.
Oh, God, I love that one. I love that one.
As for somebody with multiple levels in fighter, getting Compelled Duel would be like, no, come here.
No, you're going to swing at me. You're not going to hit me. Yeah, but you're going to swing at me. Go ahead.
You're going to swing. Yeah. Right. But he gets magic weapon, spiritual weapon.
Nice.
And let's see. Spare Dying is his cantrip. Light resistance. Let's see. Healing Word.
Always a good one.
Divine Favor is one of his bonus spells. At 3rd level, I went with Locate Object because, clues.
Right.
Zone of Truth, Aid, and Enhance Ability.
Okay.
So if he needs to be stronger, he can be.
Right.
Locate Creature at level 4 is the highlight there because, again, you know.
Yeah, clues. You need to find Mrs. Moneypenny's parrot or something.
Yeah. And then at 5th level, Mass Cure Wounds and Legend Lore.
Legend Lore?
Two big ones.
What's that one?
You can look at an object and
right.
Figure out its history, figure out, why it's important, what it does.
I like that you've made him a much more active participant in the Holmes saga through this character sheet so far. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. So that is submitted for producer George. 146 hit points because
there's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah.
Yeah, level 18 and multi-classing as a cleric and a fighter.
Yeah.
And I was kind of proud of this. So he has a rapier that doubles as a club when he's using it as a cane.
Nice.
So
Yeah. Oh man, it would have been the only change I would have thought would be if you gave him the feat of the one where you get to take magic from other disciplines. I forget what it's. Yeah, but like give him Shillelagh from the Druids.
That would have been cool. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
So,
like that.
All right. Well,
yeah. And so armor class of 17, because I equipped him with half plate, because in a Dungeons and Dragons world, that strikes me as the kind of armor a gentleman would wear.
Yep.
Who wasn't like a front line. No, man, no.
Right.
I'm a paladin. Full plate. I think half plate worked.
Right.
Also cleric, so medium armor is thematically
appropriate.
Fits.
Yeah.
So his stats are actually high across the board. He has an 18 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
His lowest stat is charisma, because he's the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Strength is a 14, but dex, con, and intelligence are all 16s.
Nice. Okay, so he's someone who rolled well.
Yeah.
And is filling a role in the team, though.
Yeah. So
okay, cool. I like it. I like a high-powered utility player. That's good. Now it recalls to me the one restriction we put on ourselves for the real life badasses we did not do for these, and I think that's okay. Actually, I'm still curious as to what'll happen. With the real life badasses, we said it was right before they really popped onto the scene.
Well, right? it was before they became who they are known for being.
Yes. So it was So whereas with fictional characters, I don't know that that's possible. Obviously, because the book comes to them when they're fully formed. All right.
Yeah.
Any more on Dr. Watson there, or are we ready to?
No, that's pretty much my pitch.
All right.
He deserves to be an action hero, so I made him the group cleric and an action hero.
I like it. All right. So my next character, I decided we needed more women potentially on this squad.
Okay.
And
not a bad idea.
Yeah, and it occurs to me that we need someone who is good at tracking people down.
Okay.
Someone who is, adept at killing what she finds, and also someone who is going to at least compete with Lyudmila, for what do you call that?
Sniper?
Not for sniper, but for initiative. So
right.
To have half a chance. So I made somebody that you will be more familiar with than I was, quite frankly. I went with Buffy Summers.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what you went with there.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
There's certainly going to be a whole lot of people in our audience. I mean, as a percentage of our audience, there aren't that many people in our audience, as a thing. But
we have over 600 people, over 650 people in our audience. That's a big damn room.
Okay. All right, fine.
That's a big damn room.
Okay. I was trying to be, self-deprecating, but okay, cool.
Well, I mean, I just shat my pants, so I'm self-defecating.
Time check.
It's 36 minutes in.
I
gave you. I pissed you off with the Morgan Freeman thing though about 15 minutes ago.
Well, but that's not a pun.
No,
that's trolling. That's a separate category.
It is.
Good day with that.
Yes.
So Buffy Summers is going to be somebody that I'm sure a significant number of our listeners are going to be like, ooh, okay, yeah, no, let's see what you do. I was a fan, but the Buffy series was not one that was ever really one of my primary favorites. Like I'm going to say I'm largely Buffy fandom adjacent.
Okay, fair enough.
So go ahead.
All right. So she is turns out another 20th level character. Because she started off with 5 ranks as a Kensei monk.
Okay.
And then she took up 15 ranks as a ranger monster slayer.
Okay.
Which, I could have been phoning that in, quite honestly,
You could have been, but it's fitting.
Yeah, very, very. So,
and interestingly, she's a close combat ranger, not a ranged one.
Correct.
Correct. The stereotype is, ranger means Legolas. Not necessarily.
No.
I've
In fact, she has 3 weapons: unarmed, a stake, and a dart. So,
Okay. Right.
yeah.
In the series, she used a crossbow fairly frequently.
Did she? Oh, I might switch it for dart
in
then.
in the movie. She doesn't have the infrastructure support that she has in the TV series. Because,
Yeah.
So anyway, carry on.
So her background is acolyte. And her personality traits: I see omens in every event or action, which I think kind of goes without saying for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I always try to help those in need, no matter what the personal cost. I will someday get my revenge, and once I pick a goal, I become obsessed.
Okay, those all make sense. I'm interested in why you chose acolyte specifically.
Because she is part of an order that stretches back over time.
Okay.
So that seems...
okay. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone... I'd have been tempted to go with some variation of noble, because suburban upper middle class white girl cheerleader.
True.
Like, in the movie,
yeah,
that's kind of the defining set of characteristics of her background.
I mean, Christ, her name is Buffy. Like, it was clearly set for that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But the reason I went with acolyte over noble or anything else was because she does seem to hold loyal to the ideals of that order more than she does her class, as it were, her social status.
That makes sense. Social station. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So, all right. So she's also, I made her a Ghostwise halfling.
Okay.
So,
Sarah Michelle Gellar is a pretty little person, so I can see this making a lot of sense. Okay.
So she has...
I'm totally fine with that. Like, okay, it makes sense. Carry on.
She has telepathic speech. She's got lucky because she's a halfling. She's got nimble. She's able to move through spaces of any creature who's one size or more larger, because she's fairly dexterous. Yeah. She is a monk first, so she has unarmored defense. And she has a dex of 18, a con of 16, and a wisdom of 18, and a charisma of 14. So she's a little more put together, quite honestly. The other two are fairly negligible, but so unarmored defense, she ends up with an AC of 17 without any armor.
Sweet, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's Buffy, right? Obviously, she gets martial arts. She's got 5 key points to spend. And she took the Kensei path, and she took the stake and the dart, because I have seen her throw stakes.
Yeah.
So I just converted that to a dart, because you get one. And I didn't know her propensity for crossbows. Yeah. She gets agile parry, which means she can add 2 to her AC with an unarmed attack. If she's got her Kensei weapon in hand. Until the start of her next turn. So that ups her AC to 19 while she's armed, and she's got her other hand free. Kensei shot, she gets a bonus action. She gets a ranged weapon as a bonus action. So fighting, throw it over there, and it gets an extra D4 of damage. And then because the Kensei, they do the calligraphy thing, she's got calligraphy. It just ends up... It
happens. It's just a thing.
It's like the lights on the vanity mirror in my, my sun visor in my car. I didn't care about lights, so they're there.
But they're there.
Yeah. Now she can deflect missiles. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Slow fall, because she does tend to fall off of things and not get hurt. She gets the extra attack because, again, she's good at fighting. Her favorite enemy is, of course, the undead, fiends, and monstrosities. And this gives her advantage to track them using survival or intelligence to recall things about them.
Yes.
She also has Natural Explorer, and I gave her the Underdark, the suburbs, and the forest.
There we go.
Yes. Her fighting style is dueling, because she does seem to be kind of the one-on-one person, usually by the end of an episode.
And it's almost always one weapon in one hand.
Right.
She occasionally, when she's going up against an especially big bad, she'll have two hands on a weapon.
Yeah.
We don't very often. Well, I could be wrong, but my recollection is we don't see her with like a weapon in either hand very often.
Right.
So yeah, no, duelist makes perfect sense. And she never carries a shield.
Right.
Like, just as a side note, like if the zombie apocalypse were to happen tomorrow, anybody who didn't immediately go out and invest in getting a hold of a buckler, like right away, is either really skilled with some kind of weapon or foolish.
Yeah.
You know, my pet theory is that in that circumstance, I would immediately look for very heavy leather gauntlets and forearm protection. Get some kind of a solid one-handed single shield, you know, like a punching shield, like a buckler. And then on the other hand, either a combat tomahawk or get a regular, ordinary carpentry hammer and swap the handle out for one about twice as long.
Yeah, I would go probably with you need something one-handed if you're going to go with the shield. Because I was thinking I would just go with a quarterstaff, because of course I would. Because you get distance on that.
Yeah.
And you just keep poking people. Because I'm not looking to win. I'm looking to get away. So poke, run. Poke, run. Trip, run, you know. But back to Buffy. She has primeval awareness. And she can use one action and spend a spell slot. And she'll sense aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead within 6 miles. All the rest within 1 mile.
Yeah. She won't know specifically where they are, but she'll know, like I smell them on the wind.
Right.
You know, the undead. Yeah.
So she's a gloom stalker, so she gets the magic that comes with that. She gets Dread Ambusher, which is a bonus to her initiative equal to her wisdom modifier. So her initiative is, well, let's see.
Did you take alert?
Yeah.
Because duh.
Yeah, it's Buffy. So her initiative is a 13.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I think that outdid Lyudmila.
You may have just outdid.
Oh, don't give us the name.
Dudes.
Nice.
I thought one of mine was pretty hot shit with a +10.
Yeah,
okay.
+10 is pretty good. She gets Umbral Sight, dark vision out to 60 feet. Makes sense.
Okay.
She also gets an extra attack. She gets Iron Mind, which makes her proficient now in wisdom saves. She gets Lance Stride, Hide in Plain Sight, Stalker's Flurry. If you miss with a weapon attack, you can make another attack.
Yeah. Nice.
She gets Vanish. She gets Shadowy Dodge. If a creature attacks without advantage, she can use her reaction to impose disadvantage before they roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you thought you were going to attack me? No.
No.
Try again.
No.
And then I gave her Skilled twice.
Okay.
So that she's got Acrobatics, obviously. She got Arcana, Athletics, History, Perception, Religion, Stealth, and Survival. This woman is born to hunt.
All the skills.
Yeah.
All the skills. Yeah.
All the skills that, you know, a gal with a library would have. Gave her Alert, like I said. Also Defensive Duelist. So per what you say. So if she's wielding a finesse weapon, right, she gets she can add her proficiency to her AC for a creature's attack on her. So So now she's adding her. Now she's getting a 23, and I believe if she decides to add that Kensei-ness of it, then she could get up to 25. That's for the attack that's meant to kill her, you know, and she parries it away. And then she took Sentinel as well, because she protects other people, and even if they disengage, she gets an attack of opportunity. If a creature is within 5 feet of her, and attacks someone else who isn't her, she can use her reaction to attack them.
Yeah.
So
the really funny thing about that is that's that feels so very fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm the tank. If you want to try to get away from me, no, I'm sticky. No, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of paraphrasing from some of the design notes for 4th edition about like what does a fighter do?
Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting that somebody who is like all the striker, like no, I am a DPS monster, but no, you're not getting away.
Yeah.
No,
you can go ahead and hit them. I'm gonna do more damage to you now. Like, thank you for the chance.
I'm gonna hit you in the back of the head. Like, no.
So, she knows 9 spells. I gave her greater invisibility, fear. I'm just gonna hit the highlights.
High points, yeah.
Yeah. Hunter's Mark seemed really appropriate.
Okay,
Jump, detect magic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you'll appreciate this joke. Spike growth.
Cheers, sir.
Sludge.
Nice
She took non-detection, freedom of movement, and locate creature as well. So, and there's other ones, but like those are, but yeah, spike growth. I thought was
I'm gonna. It's gonna take me a while to get over that one.
So submitted for your approval.
She did cause.
Yep.
Some spike growth.
Oh, by the way, she has 200 hit points.
You rolled hot.
No, I didn't roll. I only took averages for all the hit points this time. But
what's her con?
+3.
Okay.
So you get D8 +3 for the first 5 levels.
Oh yeah, and then D10s.
Which is 5 +3, so that's and then you get D10, and that bumps it up. So
all right,
that is Dear Buffy Summers. So
okay,
all right, what you got?
Holy crow! All right, so next.
Mm-hmm.
You remember one of mine from our historical badasses series who made it into the final party was the Viking at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
Who I referred to as Horde Hitter.
Mm-hmm.
And in his case, he was like a Barbarian 12 Fighter 8 or Barbarian 10 Fighter 10.
Yeah.
And I realized, well, that was a really scary, powerful kind of thing, and we're probably going to if we're going up against that party, in the best tradition of any kind of anime series where the team runs up against their anti-team, I had to figure out who's going to be this group's Horde hitter, and what I came up with was John Carter
of Mars.
Now, Yes, the Barsoom series. And so for those in the audience who don't recognize the name or go, wasn't there like a Disney movie about that? Mm-hmm. There was a Disney movie about that, and it was actually a really good action film. It was a really well done adventure movie, and then they did not know how to market it.
Well, if they'd paired up with ShamWow, and then had him take away that moisture after they killed his dog, I think it would have worked, because then you could have John Wick away the moisture.
Yeah, but that's John Wick, not John Carter.
That's the same guy, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
No. John Wick is Baba Yaga, the terrifying avatar of death in the Slavic underworld. Whereas John Carter is an adventurer and former soldier who, through some weird kind of astral projection, it's never explained in the stories, but he winds up getting transported to Mars.
So John Wick goes to Mars to map it out. So he's John Carter Griffing.
You really had to reach for that.
There's a shoehorn like so deep behind that one. Yeah.
You really had to work on that one.
I did.
I don't think it paid off.
No.
Like we're hoping for. But if you're gonna hit home runs, you gotta swing at evering.
I am the Reggie Jackson of this show. Yes.
Yeah. No, John Carter in the original stories, I know I'm forgetting the author's name. Tarzan, same guy. I could remember Arthur Conan Doyle, but I can't remember. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll remember it, in the middle of your next character.
Sure.
But so as the Barsoom stories were originally written,
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
thank you very much.
Sure.
Burroughs.
Yes.
Burroughs wrote John Carter in a kind of, the genre is referred to as planetary romance. So it's like space opera, only less science-y.
Okay.
So there's space and there are, seemingly high tech, like magical technology, kind of, flying vehicles on Mars, and there's, advanced Martian technology, but it's all based around crystals and vaguely magical kind of ideas. So it's like space fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like take Star Wars and take the fantasy aspect of what Star Wars is and crank that up higher and take away the trappings of it being science fiction, and you kind of get the Barsoom series. And you get planetary romance. And so John Carter gets transported to Barsoom, which is what the native Martians call Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing he realizes is he is on Mars. He is super strong, can run incredibly fast, and can leap incredible distances in a single bound because he's an Earthman used to Earth gravity.
Right.
And now he's on Mars, which is interesting because that's like the first and last time that anything like realistic science and physics enters into any part of the story. And you hear me saying that and you're like, you're kind of getting down on this. No, man, I love these stories. Like, they're a relic of a prior time, and there are some problematical subtexts and texts really involved in them.
I mean, it feels very Flash Gordon-y just the way you're describing it.
It really is.
And now I'm wondering why we didn't choose Flash Gordon for any of our characters.
Because Flash Gordon is kind of lame.
Okay.
I'm just going to go out there and say it. If you can choose between John Carter and Flash Gordon, you're going to go with John Carter because John Carter winds up, marrying an alien princess. Like,
well, there's
come
that.
on.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, come on. So anyway, as a D&D character, John Carter is kind of the flip side of Horde Rhoda's Hitter in that he is also a fighter barbarian, but where Horde Rhoda's Hitter was more barbarian, slightly less fighter, John Carter is more fighter, slightly less barbarian. He's fighter 11, barbarian 9. And the real reason that Horde Rhoda's Hitter had to be a higher level barbarian was because of terrifying rage. And Carter
hella hit points.
Yeah, and all the hit points, and Carter works differently. So, fighter 11. First things first, because of his barbarian abilities of unarmored combat, or I don't have the rule name in front of me, but because of the way unarmored armor class works for barbarians, he has an armor class of 16 without any armor on.
Okay, yeah.
So pretty good. 196 hit points. So nothing to sneeze at.
No.
Not like Horde Rhoda's Hitter.
Right.
But still up there. Now, took dueling style, so he gets +2 to his damage with his primary weapon. Second wind for 1d10 plus 11 hit points. Action surge, same as any other fighter. For him, I took the champion archetype because the champion archetype was about physical prowess, and that's the theme of what makes him a superhero on Mars. And so that gives him improved critical. So he gets a critical hit on a 19 or a 20.
I love that.
Yeah, he has remarkable athlete, which increases his jumping ability, gives him an additional 10 feet of movement, which, by the way, also then runs into the additional 10 feet of movement he gets as a barbarian. So his base speed is 50.
Nice.
And he took the athlete feat, which means he can climb at normal speed.
So again, representing the lack of gravitational pull on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that, man. Well wrought.
Yeah. And he has great weapon style, and his primary weapon is a longsword. So it's a versatile weapon because he gets a second weapon style at, I want to say it is 11th level. And so his first one is dueling. His second one's a great weapon, which means if he's using that sword two-handed, any ones or twos he rolls for damage, he gets to re-roll.
Okay.
He gets rage 4 times between each long rest, which importantly for John Carter, who is nigh unkillable, it gives him resistance to basically weapon damage. If you hit him with a physical weapon, slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage, he takes half damage.
Nice.
Like, period.
Yeah.
So that mitigates the not quite 200 hit points with, no, I'm sorry, you're just not going to add up your damage and then cut that in half.
Right. And then I'll cut you in half.
And I will turn around and cut you in half. With Frenzy, he gets a bonus attack every turn that he uses the attack action. Because he's an 11th level fighter, he gets 2 attacks every round that he uses the attack action.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has mindless rage, meaning no, you can't scare me, you can't intimidate me, you can't none of it. Which again fits with John Carter, who in the books is just steely-eyed and I will not be stopped because you're standing between me and Deja Thoris.
Mm-hmm.
I will get back to my princess and you're not gonna fucking stop me. Feral Instinct, he gets advantage on initiative rolls. And he
gets advantage on initiative?
On initiative. Yeah.
Please tell me you gave him alert.
I did.
Did or did not?
I did.
Okay, good.
So his initiative is +8, and he gets advantage on the roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's.
And then brutal critical means he rolls an extra die of damage.
Damn. So he's got a 10% chance of critting you, and then when he does, out of 10 shots, he's going to crit you with one of them, and that's going to do not just critical, but critical plus a half again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
So he has the alertness feat, mobile, charger, which I've already mentioned, durable, and athlete.
Wait, you gave him mobile. Does that give him an extra, so he's now moving 60?
No.
Oh, okay, that's what got him to 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me look at mobile.
No, mobile gives you a +10. Yeah. And,
okay, yeah.
And it allows you
mobile,
to disengage and or dash, or to disengage and or dash, or just move away without getting attack of opportunity on you.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So the concept here is because in the books he's this determinator, unstoppable figure.
Right.
But when he gets into a fight, he's not the stand up front and take the hits fighter type. He's I run in and I hit and I take that mook down and then I bound across the room and I beat the crap out of this other guy and then I bound across the room. Mm-hmm. And so even though he's very clearly a fighter and he's very clearly kind of a bruiser, he's a lightning bruiser who relies on you're just not going to make me stick in one place.
Gotcha. Okay. Nice.
So yeah, and that's it. He gets +2 damage when he's raging. 2 attacks every time he uses the attack action.
Okay, so real quick math out for me. In one round, how many attacks could he get?
If he's raging, it's 2 attacks plus his frenzy attack, so 3.
3 attacks. Let's assume that one of them is a crit.
Okay.
So what's the max damage he could do in one round?
Okay, max damage in one round would be 20, 40.
Fuck.
And then 96 points.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's dropping Buffy by almost half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, assuming he rolls that well that round.
Yeah.
But I'm less worried about Buffy and I'm more worried about Walt Disney.
The Illusionist?
Because that fucker is slippery.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Because here's the deal. You don't when you're doing this, you don't throw the bruiser up against the other bruiser.
That's very true.
Unless you're an anime writer.
Yeah.
Like, if you're actually a strategist, the bruiser, it's no, I'm going to take my big tough guy and I'm going to find a way to maneuver him up against whichever you guys is squishiest.
Yeah.
And hammer them.
I'm just going to take people off the field so that you get less attacks per round. Yeah.
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 Basically. So it's we're going to have John Carter and, whoever our sniper winds up being, finding who on that side of the field has the fewest hit points, and we're going to kill them first.
So you're going after our dear Mary Shelley.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we are going after Mary Shelley because we want to make sure that if we kill one of her allies, she doesn't just bring them back up as a zombie.
Yep. All right.
No, we don't. No. You need to die so everybody else stays dead. No, Mary Shelley.
We need to go back and figure out who the squad was that we made, because I know it was Mary Shelley, it was the guy on the bridge, it was Lyudmila, I want to say Pavlichenko, and so I know it was those three. I think I got another one in there. I think my scout got in there, maybe. So I had Harriet Tubman.
I had Teddy Roosevelt.
He didn't make it, I don't think.
He didn't make it. He got eliminated because Ludmilla just murdered him.
Yeah.
And Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu. Okay. That was just
as the striker, thief, assassin.
Okay, so you had Sun Tzu.
I'm trying to remember.
Mary Shelley, guy on the thing, Ludmilla, Harriet Tubman. There was a sixth one, and it was yours. I think it was a magic user.
All right, we'll have to go back and look.
Yeah,
I gotta find the character sheets, but yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that is John Carter of Mars.
All right.
My candidate for our party's Bruiser.
Okay. I think I've got, because Buffy is very much the hunter of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mad Madam Mim is potentially our magic user.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say I think Madam Mim needs to be the party controller.
Yes.
I did not. Well, I don't know. I've got one who could maybe double as kind of a controller.
Right.
But
okay.
I don't have. I didn't do anybody who's a wizard.
Okay.
None of mine are magic user types.
Right. Well,
I have one other character who has spells, but it's not.
Well, let me do this one last one and see if I can convince you that this is going to be our DPS person.
Okay.
So, what do you know about Richard B. Riddick?
Well, I know that he had his eyes replaced.
That's right.
And he's able to operate in the pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
He wound up somehow becoming the emperor of the necromongers.
Yeah, that was a weird. I like to pretend it didn't exist. So
weird story.
And then the third movie basically took the best parts of Pitch Black, which were plenty, and the best parts of Chronicles, which were few, combined them, and it was actually an incredibly fun movie. And you, as a fan of Starbuck, would like it because she takes a shower in that movie. So
you've convinced me that I need to find this on Netflix just right there.
It's just a fun movie too. Even with that aside. Okay, so Richard B. Riddick is a character I have loved since I first saw him. He is I went multi-class on this one. In fact, Madam Mim might be the only one that it didn't multi-class this episode. But Richard B. Riddick is a long death monk 11. And an assassin rogue 7. So
okay, yeah, that's
so if Tessa was bald, this would be her equivalent of her verbal skills. Would be Richard B. Riddick. So
a friend of the show.
Yes. All right. So his stats are strength of 14 because he's pretty strong. Dex of 18 because he's slippery,
naturally fast.
His con is 18 because dude broke his own arms to get out. Like he dislocated both. And by the way, that wasn't a digital effect. That was Vin Diesel doing that to himself.
Oh,
those sounds were real.
Oh,
his intelligence and his charisma is actually a dump stat. But his wisdom is a 16 as well, because dude could notice shit.
Yeah.
Personality.
Sorry, I'm still getting over the fact that he actually Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So
Oh,
his alignment
God
is
almighty.
actually neutral evil.
Yeah. Okay.
He is a variant human. His background is urchin, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So I sleep with my back to the
It
wall.
would either be urchin or criminal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I help the people who help me, and I kill who needs killing.
Okay.
I owe a debt I can never repay to someone who saved me. That's literally the end of Pitch Black.
Yeah.
And I will never fully trust anyone. So there you go.
Okay. Well, there you go.
All right.
I am curious though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is in fact a ruthless, killer.
Yes.
But I wonder about the neutral evil part because I kill who needs killing.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows no compunction about killing anybody when he needs to or leaving anybody behind when he needs to in order to survive.
Yep.
But we don't see him ever taking joy in killing. Like, he's not doing it to inflict things on other people. He's doing it because, no, dude, I'm gonna get out the other end of this, and if this means you don't, then I'm okay with that.
He kind of mentally tortured a lot of people before killing them, though. I'm not saying they didn't have it coming, but he did delight in other people's misfortune, too.
Okay, fair enough.
Like there's when in Chronicles of Riddick, again, one of the only good parts was he was, in that prison in the slam, and he's tapping out the rhythm of, okay, I know when something is above me. And he just nudges the guy up and decapitates the guy. Just,
okay.
And just kind of giggles about it. So, in as much as he giggles.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, standard monk package in the beginning, unarmed defense, unarmored movement. He's got an AC of 16.
Okay.
We get to level 3, and he's got the Way of the Long Death. So, at third level...
Okay, you're gonna need to walk me through this, because that's one I'm less familiar with. I know that's out of Xanathar's.
Yes, or...
But I have not... Is it Xanathar's?
No, I think it's Tasha's, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm totally on. Yeah. All
okay.
Right. So walk me through that.
Sure. So he's got, third level, he's got Touch of Death. When you reduce a creature to 0 within 5 feet of you, you get a Wisdom modifier plus your monk level worth of temporary hit points.
So literally vampiric.
Yes.
Okay.
At 6th level, and then he gets to deflect missiles. Okay. Slow fall makes sense. I gave him the alert feat because he can't be surprised. No advantage by unseen opponents because it's goddamn Riddick.
Yeah.
He let's see. He also gets an extra attack. Obviously, he gets stunning strike, flurry, patience, defense, step of the wind, evasion, stillness of the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's those. And now 6th level, he gets what's called the Hour of Reaping, which is he takes an action, and each creature within 30 feet that could see him has to make a Wisdom save or be frightened until the end of his next turn.
That is fucked up.
Yes.
What's the DC for their save on that?
It's a Wisdom save against his monk ability save, which I believe it's 8 plus his Wisdom plus his proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking 8 plus 3, 11 plus eventually a 6. So beat a 17 when
17.
He's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, and then he gets, I took a couple extra feats. Well, I took these feats after we got to 11th. So at 11th level, he gets Mastery of Death, which if he hits 0 hit points, he can spend a key to get a hit point back. So, and then you better hope he doesn't kill you, because then he's going to get that hit points,
Yeah, and then turn around and just keep murdering. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. All right.
So then, let's see. He at 12th level, he gets Piercer, which he gets piercing. This is from Tasha's. He gets Christmas was good to me. So Piercer, he gets piercing damage, and he can re-roll his crit on a pierce. and take the new roll.
Okay.
And he gets to roll. No, I'm sorry. He on piercing damage, he can re-roll, and he has to take the new roll. And on a if he hits with a piercing attack on a crit, he gets to roll 1 extra die of damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to stir your spleen now.
Yeah. So that's like the monkly version of Savage Crit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He also gets Purity of Body. Can't be poisoned or diseased.
Okay.
He gets Expertise because then we switch over to him being a rogue.
Yes.
So he's got Expertise. So he took the skills of Animal Handling, Athletics, Insight, Sleight of Hand, and Stealth. And he took Expertise for Stealth. So his Stealth is a 16.
Okay.
So he is sneakier than Buffy.
Yeah.
By a lot.
You know, Buffy.
She wasn't sneaky.
Wasn't really all that sneaky.
No,
so
I mean, but
not...
she had a +10, which is nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah,
No,
not at all.
So, all right. So he's got Expertise. He's got Sneak Attack, which gets him up to 4d6 of damage on a sneak attack. He's got Thieves' Cant, of course. Cunning Action, right? And he's got Assassinate because he's an assassin, which means he has advantage on anyone who is below him in initiative.
Yeah.
So, and remember,
we've seen firsthand in play how completely messed up that is.
Yes.
Like, oh wait, I get to do what now? Yeah. Yeah.
And any attack you've got advantage on, you get to add your sneak attack to. Now imagine adding that to your piercing.
Ooh.
And also, I took another feat. I took Slasher. Can reduce the speed of your slash victim by 10 until the start of my next turn. Any crit slash is considered grievous, which gives them a disadvantage until the start of my next turn as well on any attacks that they make. Yeah.
Okay, that's mugly.
And of course, I get uncanny dodge, so if I can see it coming in any way, it cuts it in half. So
nice.
Now I had to give him some magical items. We didn't ban anything like that. So
no, we didn't.
He got goggles to dim light compensation for his drow vision.
Okay.
So
that's
essentially, fair. So he's got that. I gave him a blade of wounding. Basically, there's a sword of wounding. I turned it into a blade of wounding.
Okay,
so,
fair enough.
Essentially, I took swords and turned them into knives. And a blade of sharpness. So,
Okay.
The blade of wounding can't be healed except by resting.
Yeah.
Any creature wounded by it has to make a con save or take an extra d4 of necrotic damage for each wound with this blade. So if he starts going all Kentucky Knife Fighter on you, in a couple rounds, you're losing. That's
horrible.
A D4
you're losing multiple D4.
Yeah. And then the blade of sharpness on a 20, it does 14 extra points of damage. And it also you roll a d20, and if you roll a second 20, you lop off a limb.
Yeah.
So it's like, mini Vorpal. So
doing
the math, he's rolling a d8 plus his dex for slashing. Let's say it's the slashing weapon. So that's 8 plus his dex is a 4 plus, let's say that he gets his sneak attack. That's 4d6. So 8 plus 4 is 12.
Remember
plus 24
that
is
you get
36.
to add your proficiency to damage as well.
I didn't find that in the PHB, so I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay. I remember we got a ruling that you do though.
Okay.
I remember in our game, Lowe's, many years ago, we got a ruling that you did.
Okay.
So
4d6 plus the d8 plus 4 plus another or another 14 points on top of that in one hit, and that's without the crit. So you crit him and you've done another d8. So yeah, you're doing pretty good damage per second. And by the way, let's say I flurry. Let's say that I do Touch of Death too. So yeah, it's
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Yeah, he only has 165 hit points because he's pretty much the D8 guy.
Yeah,
But
makes sense.
he's gonna hit you in a way that disables you entirely.
Oh
Either
yeah. Well,
you're
yeah.
going to be leaking necrotic damage, or you're going to be, essentially missing a limb.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No,
he will
the
stop you
continuing.
from fighting.
Yeah, the continuing damage part is the really egregious
Yeah.
part of that. That's
Now, if you
pretty
make a
awful.
medicine check of 15 on that person, then they
You
stop.
can bandage that up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but you got to spend a round doing that.
So he's taking
Yeah.
you effectively out just so that you. Yeah.
Well, it's like Soviet landmine doctrine.
Yeah.
We're not trying to actually like kill American GIs. We just want to wound one of them.
So
Because
three.
if we maim one of them, that takes 3 of them to combat, and
Yes.
that's better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I submit to you that Richard B. Riddick would be an excellent skirmisher in this game. He has a movement of 50, which ain't bad. I didn't take mobility to get there, but
I love how you say ain't bad.
yeah.
Like no. No. Or rather, I really like how you say skirmisher. Like, I'm sorry, that's not skirmisher. That's murderer. That's entirely fitting with who the character is.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna murderate like everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How many hit dice are the mooks you're sending against us?
We
Not
have a Riddick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just hey.
And he didn't get all of them. That's okay. Madam Mim's gonna just hit an area of effect real quick.
She'll tie the rest of them. Yeah.
Now he has a sleight of hand of +10, because he's really deft with his hands. And he again picks locks all the time. He does have thieves' tools, a lockpick set, a disguise set, and insight of a +9 because he knew what Johns was gonna do long before anyone else. So
before Johns knew it.
Yeah. Now we are at the hour 20 mark, so
I'd say let's call this one here. And we can pick up.
Yeah. So, we're leaving my 2 most colorful characters as far as funsies.
Really?
Yeah, they might not make the team, but god dang, they were fun to make. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, hey, are you reading anything this week?
Right now I am not. Okay. I am between reading material right now, mostly because my free time is being taken up with Breath of the Wild, which I don't know how much my mic is picking up, but my wife is right now playing it in the background as we're recording because I've managed to drag her into it too.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, I'm a lot of my time is going into that. Yeah, so I don't have anything I'm reading at the moment. What about you though? What have you got going
on? Nothing reading. The last time we podcasted was I watching the TV show Plebs.
Yes.
Okay, I finished that a while ago then.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. And now I'm kind of between series, so I'm actually picking back up on professional wrestling. I'm watching both the very best and the very worst of 2000 because I'm watching all the pay-per-views. So WWF at the time, now WWE, was ascendant, and I mean they were cresting hard. They really were. WCW, on the other hand, was throwing all the spaghetti against the wall.
and none of it was sticking, if I remember.
Well, because they didn't cook it. Like, it
was just raw.
Oh my God.
Raw pasta clattering against the wall and shattering.
Every single match is interfered with, and every single match is just like this crash course of Jerry Springerism. It's sad. And the worst part is that the announcer ruins it even harder. A guy named Mark Madden. And he is garbage. Like, just, he is the worst. Like, imagine if is it Steve Bannon?
Okay.
If that guy had a microphone and was trying to was trying to put himself over while pretending to announce a wrestling match. It's awful. So Yeah. Labor of
Okay.
love, I guess. So the
Yeah,
good news
or
is
masochism.
after 2001, there's no more WCW pay-per-views.
This is
So,
true.
so I'm working my way. I'm in October of 2000, so I've only got
Okay, so
another
you're
11 to
almost
go.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Jesus Christ. I
so.
forgot there were that many of those events that frequently. Good
Oh yeah,
God
every
almighty.
month.
Okay.
Every month. So anyway,
Oh,
so
crap.
that's what I'm
All
torturing
right.
myself with. Although I did just watch there was a third season episode 4 of Star Trek called Who Watches the Watchers, and it's where Picard is the Picard. It's one of my favorite episodes, and I just
Oh, yeah, yeah,
turned
yeah,
that on
yeah,
the other
yeah.
day. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was nice.
So question, going back to WWF,
Sure,
WCW.
sure.
In 2000,
Mm-hmm.
because Jesus, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, and then I think about it for half a second, and it's like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Was that still Steve Austin or
So he'd
The
gotten
Rock
injured.
or
Yeah.
where?
Yes. He
Okay.
had gotten injured, and everybody else kind of stepped into the vacuum that he left. And it
Okay.
really built up some good stars. In fact, my daughter came to me the other day while I was doing dishes. So I was watching some wrestling. And she came to me and she says, have you seen a picture of the guy who played Maui before? I said, yeah, actually, I'm watching him wrestle right now from 21 years ago. She's like, what? I'm like, that guy right there. She's like, that's Dwayne Johnson? I'm like, well, we called him The Rock, but yeah. Kurt Angle is ascendant. The Rock
Okay.
is definitely holding sway. Steve Austin has just come back from his injury.
Okay.
There are a lot of really good stars there. There really are. And on the WCW side, there are some good stars that are working, but they are just buried and mired in shit. Which is a shame because there were some really, really good stars over there that just
Okay, because
yeah.
like, I want to say Stardust, but I don't know if I'm right.
Gold Dust.
Goldust.
Well, there was a guy named Stardust as well.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the fun thing. The Gold Dust is a knock on Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is Goldust's father.
Yeah.
And Dusty Rhodes, Dust, get it? And the color of his hair. Well, that's his son actually playing that character, Goldust, Dustin Runnels. So Runnels and Dusty Rhodes had another son named Cody Rhodes, and Cody joined his brother Dusty and created a character named Stardust.
Right.
And the name Stardust, obviously, right? Goldust and Stardust. Okay, cool. Well, the thing is, Dusty Rhodes had the nickname Stardust in the 70s. And it was painted on the plane of one of Jim Crockett's, Jim Crockett was a promoter at the time, Jim Crockett's ship, airplanes. And Stardust was painted on the side because, Dusty was his boy.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong for saying Stardust. Cody then quit being Stardust and moved over to the Independents for a while, and then he helped start AEW, which is a current promotion that has some really good wrestling in it. So yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so yes, Goldust.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Where can people find you on the social medias?
People can find me on the social medias in your base. No. They can find me at Blaylock on Twitter and Instagram, and on the TikTok as Mr. Blaylock. And of course, if they want to, shout at us about the way we've adapted any of the characters we've mentioned, they can find us on collectively on the Twitter at Geek History Time.
Mm-hmm.
And where can they find you?
Well, you could find me right here, obviously, at A Geek History of Time. You can also find me on Twinsta on the Twitter and the Instagram at DaHarmony, 2 H's in the middle. You can also find me every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. on twitch.tv/Capital Puns. I've also recently guested on the hit podcast Hipsterocracy. And I've also, it's a lot of fun with Johnny Taylor, a local comic who also has done a show with us once recently, taking a look at A Quiet Place. And then I also joined...
Right when I was, not available due to family stuff. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I also joined Colin Lego in the UK for the Voyage of the Page Turner, where it's coming out probably in a couple weeks from this episode dropping. But essentially, he and I went through a choose your own adventure, and I got lost in the Amazon. So, Voyage of the Page Turner.
Nice.
Oh, it's fun.
Okay,
it was fun.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I remember those books. I loved them.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll get a kick out of it too, because I made him change the accents because he didn't want to do a Portuguese accent. I'm like, okay, he's Irish then. So,
nice.
So, but anyway, so yeah, you can find me in all those places. Twitch.tv/Capital Puns is probably the most reliable. But then, I don't have a president to yell at per se, but I guarantee you, I'm going to start holding him to account.
Give it a month.
Yeah, everybody gets a clean shave. So
give it a month.
Yeah,
and yeah.
So anyway, for Geek History of Time, I'm Damian Harmony,
and I'm Ed Blaylock. And until next time, keep rolling 20s.